Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Cirque single large chandelier. This is the 104203. It's also a smaller version of this. There's a double version of this. There's a really nice sconce, which is the 207420. Check it out as well. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 27.7 inches tall. Diameter is coming in at 25.3. Let's look at the installations instructions really quick. So they're going to give you some details about little things on this. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list. So you're going to begin getting this. This is a 5-inch domed canopy. It's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. This is not a heavy fixture. It's very light, so don't worry about any weight restrictions. It's going to also ship with 36 inches of chain automatically, so you're going to get this to begin with. They're in the whole finish as the rest of the fixture. If you need more chain, we sell chain in 3-foot increments, so just email me on details on that. It's going to ship with 15 feet of wire, so that should be more than enough wire for most of you. It's slope ceiling adaptable already because it's just chain and gravity makes it go straight down. Okay, moving on. Why don't we talk about a couple other things. You know, there's some other matching Cirque pieces, so there's actually a smaller Cirque that goes with this, and a lot of people will put these over their dining tables where they have the big single one in the middle and then 2 smaller ones on each side of it. They also will do the same thing over kitchen islands, so if you have the ceiling capacity to carry off this one or the smaller ones, you should check that out too, because it does work rather nicely. And in stairways as well, that's another place we do it. Okay, why don't we talk about a couple other details. And you know, one of the details on this is where you see the bulb part of this and you see that cupped piece of metal. A lot of people think that the interior part of that is also a different finish because it's kind of reading as a golden versus the rest of the fixture in finishes. That's not actually true. It's just getting the brunt of the light from that bulb and it's making this appear to be golden. If you do like that look, then bronze, the 05, is probably the one you want to go with, because that's the look that will come out of that. But as far as the bulbs go, you've got a lot to play with. So using just a type B chandelier bulb, smaller socket, you can get these everywhere. You can get them at your grocery store and drug stores and hardware stores. They are everywhere you want to go. So if you want to stick with incandescent, you can go up to 60 watt in each of these. But if you want to do LED, you can do quite a few things with that too. So, and you've got 4 of these going on. Now these bulbs come they're available all the way up to a 75 watt equivalent LED that use very little electricity. So it's really up to you. I found those, I think, on Amazon when I was scouting around. But normally you're going to find these in a 60 watt and a 40 watt equivalent, which is still quite a bit because you've got 4 of these sockets, don't forget. What's going to be important is the color of the light coming out of that bulb. That's going to be offered to you. We talk about it in every video. 2700 Kelvin is super golden on the orange side, and you know that can look kind of nice in that cupped area too. So if you're really into that look, that would be one to look at. But on the other side of that, they're going to offer these to you in something called daylight, which is 5000 Kelvin on a Kelvin scale. That's kind of a bluish white light. I would just shy away from that if I were you and kind of go for the warmer tones on this, because you're really going to be able to see that light coming out. The one in the middle that we use in our showroom all the time is called soft white or warm white. That's 3000 Kelvin. That's the light coming down in my hands right now. That's that nice glow. Mimics an incandescent bulb, so that's kind of where we head when we're looking for bulbs. It's also a dimmable fixture. Just make sure you guys get a dimmable bulb. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.